Roberts Library is one of the most imposing Brutalist libraries. It was completed in 1973 and is a classic example of North American brutalism, which was massive and structurally expressive. Its angular form resembles a concrete bird, and it is true if you take a drone shot. Inside, the library has enormous book loads, deep floor plates without any ornament. The Giselle Library is what happens when brutalism meets science fiction. This library was completed in 1970 and has raw concrete with dramatic cantilevered floors that expand outward. Structurally, the design lifts the reading floors above ground level, which sort of creating a floating experience. The Regenstein is a classic example of institutional brutalism. This library was also completed in 1970 and stretches across an entire city block, and because of that, it has one of the largest academic collections in the United States. Its exterior is repetitive, modular, and intentionally square. The facade is almost like an oversized book spines that are stacked side by side. Now, the National Library of Kosovo is one of the most controversial brutalist buildings. To many, it looks very ugly, and to some, a true definition of brutalism. It was completed in 1982 and has raw concrete cubes with 99 white domes. The design feels like a late Yugoslav brutalism, which was expressive, symbolic, and politically charged. D.B. Weldon Library is the one which is rather on the calmer side of the brutalism, as it relies on horizontal concrete slabs, deep recesses, and a functional geometry. The buildings, unlike the above ones, prioritizes efficiency, durability, and the long-term institutional use. Its heavy structure means it has dense book storage and minimal interior sports. Although recent renovations have softened the interiors, but the exterior remains a brutalist in nature. Exeter Library from the outside looks like a normal building, like a boring city hall, and no shame in accepting that it is often misunderstood. However, all the magic lies inside, a classic example of never judge a book by its cover. Inside, the building has a dramatic central atrium flooded with natural light, and the book blocks feel like cold storage of dead bodies from sci fi movies. Sorry if the analogy also felt cold, I didn't mean to. Birmingham Central Library was one of Britain's most famous brutalist buildings. It had inverted ziggurat forms made entirely from exposed concrete. It symbolized the public access to knowledge during the post war era. However, over time, maintenance issues and changing tastes turned it into a criticism jungle, and sadly, the library was demolished in 2016.